Welcome back to Brand News, and this week we are talking about Canva's 300% price increase on its subscription piece.
I mean, it's not still that much though when you think about it in the scheme of things. So
big news here.
It's a good headline, but yeah, it's still $10 a month per user. So, but that's US, so it's probably like 16 Australia, I imagine.
The design software company is massively jacking up its subscription prices for some users. So we were just talking about this, and I'm like, fuck, what does that mean, 300%? But like their subscription was like $10. It's not like it's something that is like, I mean, you increase the price from $10 to anything. It's going to be a pretty massive increase. And comparatively, like our office here, we use Canva, but we also use Adobe Creative Suite. And Creative Suite's already 7 times the price of that or more. Like we're spending $70, $80 a month per user compared to the $10 per user. So, I mean, it's probably doesn't seem that ridiculous, does it?
No, I think Canva really doesn't compare to the Adobe Suite. But I think what it's doing well is pulling away the need for all of the low-level basic assets that need to be created by non-designers, pulling them away from that expensive Photoshop environment and all of the other Adobe suite of products that the typical user doesn't need. So while Canva can't do as much as Photoshop and the Adobe suite, a lot of the users at this Canva level don't need any of that. So while it doesn't compare, it's not really supposed to. It's giving the users what they need at this level. I think the pricing is still really reasonable.
Yeah.
They have added some features to justify this. So should we get into some of those?
Yeah. So a statement from, it looks like somebody from there. Our suite of products has grown significantly over the last couple of years with the launch of new offerings like Visual Suite and Magic Studio. I had a quick look over what these are, and Visual Suite looks like it's almost like trying to be a competitor to Microsoft and Google Suite where you can create documents. So adding that into the subscription, I mean, there's value in that. I don't know what you pay for a Microsoft one. Google, obviously, that keeps going up. Every time I seem to get an invoice from Google, it seems to have increased from Google Suite.
Yeah, it used to be the super cheap version.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had G Suite when it was free, back when we originally got on there. But and they left us on that for ages, but then they ended up booting us onto a paid plan. And Magic Studio looks kind of cool as well. And it seems like it's a little bit like, if anyone's used Bannersnack, or I think they're called Creality now, where you can create your design assets and then you can just export them and the AI will then create them for your different outputs. So it might be like, I want a reel, I want a Facebook cover, a blog image, whatever, and it will just do it all for you. So the time saving in that's massive. Yeah,
and I think actually using AI to do these layout rollouts is going to get a much better solution than Bannersnack or those tools of the past where it would still require a bit of work to relay out or reorganize those various layouts. But what we mean by that is you can do a design, say a campaign lead image, and then you can roll it out into the various sizes you're going to need, from an email to a ad banner to a homepage banner to a blog article image. It can really reduce the amount of time you're spending fiddling around with getting those image assets you're producing sorted.
I'm sure for people that is this price increase is obviously going to be a challenge for them, but I feel that based on the value that this platform seems to add to people and also its relative cost to other platforms that are out there, I don't know if it's too crazy. I think that part of the problem was as well is the way that's been announced, though. I don't really understand how else they would. So they are saying here that they communicated it via email, but I mean, how else are you going to communicate from a software company to your customer base
with
about a price increase?
Thousands of hundreds of thousands of users.
You're not going to call everybody and just check with them about it. So I feel that whilst that was put in there as a bit of a pain point for people that they got an email about a price increase, like it's probably better than a pop-up on the website when you log in.
And I'm pretty forgiving with a price increase when there's been a huge investment in the quality of the product. The other probably less sexy addition is the ability for a business to manage multiple users with an admin console. So if you're using Canva across a team, you can add users into the one environment. You can give them different permissions and access to shared content within the Canva environment. I'm not sure whether that was there before in some way, shape or form, but they're saying this is the reason or one of the reasons for the addition to price. From what I've seen, at about $10 a month US, you need to have a minimum of 3 users to be on that more corporate tier. So it is coming up in price a bit, but it is approachable for non-graphic designers, and it is quick and easy to produce usable images and graphics for use in your marketing.
Yeah, I think the time saved could almost outweigh the increase in cost. If you are paying your team, or you're paying a designer or whatever to output graphics for you, then maybe the subscription would be worthwhile just to save them time to be able to actually do the job.
Yeah, I think it might have been 12 months ago, Canva announced, introducing AI. So it had an image generation. I've tried it. It's not that good. I prefer Midjourney or even DALL-E, and it might even be powered by one of those, but it seems to have some sort of limitations on how good a quality the images it produces are. But it can be good enough for just the addition of a basic image if you need it. But I think they did it in the right order. They introduced these features, they introduced the AI components, and then they said, now this product is good enough to warrant an additional fee for those super users or commercial users that need it.
Yep.
So that's brand news for this week. We'll be back with a full episode in the coming days.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.